Whether flying a small propeller plane or watching a massive jetliner lift off a runway, every aircraft is bound by the exact same physical reality. The moment a plane leaves the ground, it fights two constant natural forces. The first is weight, the relentless downward pull of gravity dictated by the aircraft's mass. The second is drag, a resistive friction caused by the plane's shape pushing through the atmosphere. Maintaining stable flight means carefully engineering two opposing forces to balance the scales. The engines produce thrust to push the aircraft forward, while the wings generate lift to push the aircraft upward. But creating that upward push presents a massive physical challenge. Air is an invisible, yielding fluid. Turning that fluid into a structural foundation strong enough to support the aircraft requires exacting precision. Engine power alone cannot keep a plane in the sky. Stable flight relies on the precise geometric manipulation of air, using a surface shaped to turn airflow into upward force. We call it the wing. This animated diagram isolates what engineers call an airfoil. It is the carefully calculated cross-section of a wing, typically featuring a curved upper surface and a much flatter lower surface. When air meets this shape, Bernoulli's principle takes effect. The curvature forces the air traveling over the top to move faster than the air moving underneath. Faster moving air exerts lower pressure, creating a low pressure zone above the wing and a high pressure zone below it. Newton's third law works in tandem with this pressure difference. As the wing's shape physically deflects the rushing air downward, it creates an equal and opposite upward reaction force. Pilots can manipulate these forces by changing the wing's angle of attack. This is the angle between the wing's chord line, an imaginary line from its front to back, and the oncoming airflow. Pitching the wing upward increases the lift, but there is a strict mechanical limit. If that angle increases past a critical point, the air can no longer smoothly follow the upper curve. The airflow violently separates from the wing, resulting in a sudden, dangerous loss of lift called a stall. Generating lift requires a continuous, delicate balance of geometric angles and fluid pressure. Tip the wing too far, and the invisible foundation holding the plane up collapses instantly. Zooming out from that cross-section, the overall shape of the full wing is entirely dictated by its intended mission. Engineers measure this using aspect ratio, which is the proportional relationship between the wing's total span and its width, or chord. This photograph shows a glider, built for flight without an engine. It utilizes an incredibly high aspect ratio wing, long and narrow, to maximize aerodynamic efficiency. Compare that to a fighter aircraft. These jets use a distinctly low aspect ratio wing. The short, stubby shape willingly sacrifices that gliding efficiency in order to survive rapid, violent maneuvers at high speeds. These extreme shape differences exist because generating lift carries an inescapable penalty called induced drag. This resistive byproduct grows much more severe when an aircraft flies at low speeds and high angles of attack, like during takeoff and landing. The aircraft must also fight parasitic drag, which is the pure physical friction of the plane's shape cutting through the air. Unlike induced drag, parasitic drag increases rapidly with airspeed, becoming the primary obstacle when a plane reaches cruising altitude. Every aircraft is a flying compromise. A long wing reduces the drag of generating lift, while a swept, compact wing reduces the drag of flying fast. The consequences of this compromise are most visible at the very far edges of the wings. The high-pressure air trapped beneath the wing is constantly trying to escape by curling upward around the tip, seeking the low-pressure zone on top. This curling action creates wingtip vortices. As this simulation shows, these vortices are essentially violent, swirling tornadoes trailing behind the aircraft. They generate massive amounts of induced drag, and they leave behind wake turbulence so dangerous that air traffic controllers must carefully space out commercial flights on the runway. To fight this, engineers designed winglets. By angling the very tips of the wings upward, modern commercial jets physically block that high-pressure air from curling over, weakening the vortices and significantly improving the aircraft's fuel efficiency. Perfecting these microscopic interactions across an entire airframe requires immense processing points behave around a virtual model. A modern wing is a highly optimized tool built to manipulate an invisible medium. But those perfect aerodynamics sit completely useless on the runway without the massive forward motion needed to feed them air. To achieve that, we need to look at how jet engines actually create thrust.